much for coming. It's a very wonderful evening tonight to celebrate the careers and 50 years of service in this post by three of our very own, the Ripkoskis. And so what I'd like to do now is have everybody stand, and the scouts from post. Ready? Two. If anybody doesn't have any objection, I'd like to take the liberty to move down to item number 9, which is new business, and go on with the award ceremony. And anybody that would like to leave after we do the award ceremony, we're going to have our cake and punch and refreshment. After we get through with that ceremony, then we'll dismiss you. If you want to, we'll go on with our little business meeting. And some of you probably know dear Herman Ripkoski, John Ripkoski, and Mike Ripkoski. Congratulations on achieving 50 years of service to and membership in the Dayton American Legion Post. Thank you for serving our country in time of war, but also serving the countless veterans of those wars by serving the American Legion. No American should forget the sacrifices that have been made by veterans, irrespective of the conflict involved. And your service in the American Legion will make sure that we will not forget. I join your family and friends in Dayton Post 512, wishing you the best as you are recognized on this day for your commitment and service. Would you pass these out to I got a letter from Commander Paul A. Morin, and it says, Dear American Legion Post, early each year, records are selected for every Legionnaire who qualifies for a 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, or 85 years continuous membership certificate. That's a long time, 85 years. Based on the national files enclosed or the printed certificates for one or more members of your post. If we overlook someone, please contact your department. And I'd like to read the citation on these. They're all the same. Certificate of Continuous Membership, issued in grateful appreciation for faithful and dedicated allegiance to the ideals of the American Legion. Be it known that Herman, John, and Mike Ripkoski, a longtime and dedicated member of American Legion Post 512, Department of Texas, has been certified to have been a member in good standing continuously for over 50 years. And it be further known that such record of constituent loyalty to the American Legion merits the honor of being cited as an outstanding contributor to the programs of the American Legion. In witness hereof, this testimony of personal gratitude is given under the hand of the National Commander and duly attested by the National Adjutant and a post officer this 15th day of March, 2007. We've got to hit the course. That's next week. Okay, attested Paul Morin, National Commander, and Robert Hoggle, the National Adjutant. What do you want to say? How about right here? Congratulations. Congratulations. Mike.
We got one right here. All right, ready? Hold it. There you go. Just like that. That's great. One. Now we get a little closer. Here we go. 1, 2. Ready? Right. 1, 3, 2, 3. There we go. One more time.
Okay, Herman, tell me a little bit about your service. I mean, you were, what, World War II?
World War II. I was in Germany. We crossed the Rhine River. And I ended up in the west side of Berlin, and the war ended.
When you crossed the Rhine, I mean, you had an experience there when you crossed the bridge. I mean, what happened? Tell me a little bit about that.
Lufendorf Bridge. We rode the tanks across the bridge. And after we got across the bridge, well, the German bombed the bridge and knocked it out. We was on the east side. It didn't bother us.
What did y'all do as far as getting back? Pontoon bridge or?
On the pontoon bridge, they built a new one. We crossed it coming back home. And we was going to go to Japan, and we got a word that the war ended in Japan. That sure did make us happy.
Now, there were how many brothers were actually served in the service?
It's all 12 served, but at one time there were 6 in Europe and 3 in the Pacific.
So basically 9 of you all in World War II alone.
At one time, at 9.
Did y'all ever have any communications between each other? I mean, was it letters or anything? Know how each other's doing?
Well, when I was in Germany, we pulled back off the front line to rebuild our company. And my brother found where I was, named Alex, and he come visit me, stayed 2 weeks with me, and we had to pull out again. And I really enjoyed seeing him.
I mean, how did y'all feel? I mean, you got 12 brothers all together serving the military. I mean, what's your family, your parents, how did they feel about all this?
Well, they wrote us all the time. My mother did. My daddy, he always wanted to know how we were doing. And I told him one time we had the damn Germans on the run. We was behind them. He got a kick out of that.
But as far as, I mean, okay, how long were you were in World War II for how long?
2 years.
2 years over there?
Over in Germany,
Okay. What about, you're saying like Berlin? I mean, you were in Berlin when the Russians came in the beginning.
Right, when we got we was on the west side, and the Berlin, Russians come on the east side. Then we met up in Berlin, and that's when the war ended.
Okay, now out of your 12 brothers total, you had 9 in the Pacific, and then what, the other 3 were?
9 in Europe and 3 in the Pacific.
Okay, so it's 12 all at one time, basically.
Right. No, it was 6 in Europe and 9 and 3 in the Pacific.
Okay.
It was 9 at one time.
Okay. And the other 3 brothers, they're tied into Korea also?
The other 3 went to the Korea and war.
Now you've been with this post for 50 years now?
50 years. A little better than 50 years, but I get about 30 Pacific, 50 years.
What do you think the way the war is going right now? I mean, with everything going in Iraq, compare that to how it was back in World War II.
I tell you, I'm not in Iraq. You don't know when that bomb going to go off beside you. We didn't have that problem in Europe. You never know what's going to happen now. I feel sorry for them.
Okay, first of all, what is your name?
Mike Repkoski.
Mike, tell me a little bit about your experience in World War II.
Well, I wasn't in World War II. I was in the Korean War.
Okay.
I was in the U.S. Air Force, and I was stationed in Okinawa for 2 years, and then I rotated I got to Okinawa in 51, and I rotated in 53. Now, and they sent me to Biggs Air Force Base, and that's where I got discharged in November 53.
What about, how would you compare Korea compared to Iraq right now?
Well, where we were at, it was safe. And now this war in Iraq is something else. You can't go down the street, you might get blown up. Anywhere. Up in World War II and then Korean War, you had a front, and in most cases that's where you fought, not the back rears.
Now there were 12 of y'all total in the service, right?
Right. Nine in World War II and 3 in the Korean War.
What about your families? Did y'all stay in pretty good communication?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Sure did.
Okay. Okay, your first name is John,
John,
and spell your last name, John.
RIPKOWSKI,
Tell me a little bit about your experience in World War II or Korea?
Korean War.
Korean War. Tell me a little bit about the Korean War.
I went into, they put me in the Pennsylvania National Guard, the 28th Division. We replaced the guy that was going to Korea, and we had our maneuvers in North Carolina, and then we went paraded in Philadelphia. Then we went overseas to Germany. I spent 13 months in Germany in occupation for 13 months and came back home. I got out of service on December 29th of 52.
What about, how would you compare the Korean War to Iraq right now?
And it's a little different now because people don't know who you're fighting, or the guys over there. Anybody might shoot at you in Iraq. Of course, I didn't go to Korea though. I went to occupation in Germany.
What about technology? I mean, you look at the technology they have now compared to what you had back in Korean War and World War II. What do you feel about that?
Oh, it's amazing what they got now. But we didn't have the things like they have now in the service. So, all the new equipment they got now. We just had basic stuff when I was in the service.
What about family? Did y'all stay pretty tight contact throughout?
Yeah, we sure did. We always got letters from home, from mother and brothers and sisters, and everybody wrote letters. Communicated pretty good.
But during the tour of both y'all's service, any injuries or anything like that?
Well, I had one brother in an airplane crash, and after 46 minutes he crashed in New Guinea behind the lines, but he came out okay. Hurt his back quite a bit. He's not with us today though.